All right, let's get right to it. In my world, as an engineer, everything comes down to two things: keeping the operation running and keeping everyone safe. We spend our days hunting for the weak link in every system. But the one component that underpins everything in a high temperature process is, well, it's often the one we think about the least. Today, we're going to talk about why refractory technology isn't just another part, it's the very foundation of your plant's uptime.
So let me ask you this. Picture your most critical piece of equipment, your furnace, your kiln, whatever it is. You've got all these complex systems, the controls, the steel structure. What do you think is its single biggest vulnerability? Where's the first place it's going to fail?
Here's the thing that might surprise you. For almost any high temperature unit, the true weak point isn't the big steel shell. No, the part that really dictates the life, the efficiency, and most importantly, the safety of that entire asset is its lining, the refractory.
And you have to understand, that lining is fighting a constant, invisible war on the inside. It's a nonstop battle against brutal temperatures, corrosive chemical attacks, and straight-up physical abrasion. And in this battle, failure isn't just some small problem. It means downtime, catastrophic, expensive downtime. There are really three silent enemies working against you 24/7. First, you've got thermal shock, that massive stress from temperatures swinging up and down. Second, there's the chemical attack from all the gases and materials in your process. And third, plain old mechanical wear and tear. These three things are a constant threat to your operation. So how do you possibly win a fight like that? Well, I can tell you it's not with some off-the-shelf, one-size-fits-all product. It takes real expertise, the kind of expertise that's been forged over decades, something that started as a hands-on craft and evolved into a serious global engineering force. Think about this journey. It starts back in 1989 as a family business. You're talking about true artisans who lived and breathed the craft of refractories. Now, fast forward to today, and that deep, hands-on knowledge has been scaled up into an international engineering group that can tackle the most massive, most complex projects you can imagine. And their own words really say it best. What began as the craft of a family has today been consolidated into a business group capable of providing an immediate response. That last part is everything, taking that old-world craft and turning it into industrial-scale reliability and speed. So all that history leads directly to what they do now, which is a fully integrated engineering solution. This is a methodical, step-by-step approach to handling these insane high-temperature environments. We're not talking about guesswork here. This is all about rigorous, repeatable engineering. And this modern approach really stands on three solid pillars. It's not just about selling you a bag of concrete. First, you have deep industrial and chemical engineering. Second is the actual development of their own advanced refractory technology. And third, and this is key, is the expert technical and installation service that puts it all together perfectly on site. And the most important part, where it all starts. Every single project begins with a deep technical analysis. They use tools like computational fluid dynamics, CFD, to actually model the flow inside your equipment, along with detailed thermal simulations. It's all about knowing exactly what forces are at play before they even choose a single material. Now, this engineering-first thinking leads to some really smart innovations, like something called RAG block. The best way to think of these is like custom, pre-built refractory parts. They're molded and cured in a controlled factory setting, not out on a messy job site. So what does that mean for you? A much faster, way more precise, and higher quality install. It cuts your downtime like you wouldn't believe. Then there's another total game changer, P-bond technology. This is absolutely critical for maintenance and emergency repairs. We're talking about advanced mortars that stick like crazy. But the real kicker is that you can apply them directly without a long, drawn-out curing process. When you have an emergency, that can be the difference between being down for a few hours versus a few days. So when you put all of this together, what do you get? You get a way to actually secure the future of your operation. It's about taking these smart engineering principles and unique technologies and using them to guarantee continuity, especially for industries that are incredibly demanding. And when I say demanding, I mean it. We're talking about the absolutely brutal environments inside cement kilns and metal foundries, where one little failure can be a disaster. Or think about the intense challenges inside biomass boilers, steel mills, or waste-to-energy incinerators. This isn't theory. This is expertise that's been proven in the toughest places on Earth.
In the end, it all comes back to this one simple promise. This quote just nails it. We offer global solutions that guarantee continuity, safety, and efficiency. That's the hat trick, isn't it? That's what every single one of us is trying to deliver, day in and day out. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. When you look at your own plant, ask yourself, is your refractory lining just a consumable part you replace when it breaks? Or is it a truly engineered system, one that's actually optimized for the future to give you maximum uptime, absolute safety, and peak efficiency? Something to think about.